Hello, beautiful Seren Stars, and welcome to your reading today. I want to thank you for being here wherever you are from across the world. As always, we start off with the basic meaning of your main first card. I will come back and tune into that. And we shuffle some cards together. And if I remember, we also take some charms. And what else was I going to say? Yep. For those that are new as a spiritualist medium, I tune in and I see what, messages and images or all kinds that are given to me from spirit in the cards. Sometimes, unfortunately, I sing, which is really unfortunate for some of you. But if I'm given a song, I'm given a song, okay? There's nothing I can do about it. It's there. And as I was shuffling to get your card and to getting these packs in place again on the board, because I tend to do like several readings in a day, but all readings are timeless readings. I was being given the Katy Perry song, as they often give me for upliftment, is Fireworks, so I will put that in there. I will spare you, I won't sing it, but if you need upliftment today, that will be a great song to put on and just dance around to, okay? And it makes quite good sense to connect also with this card. And she does look a little bit, I'm not a huge fan of Katy Perry's, but I do think she's got some fantastic songs, and it looks almost a little bit like her, doesn't it, with the dark hair there. But anyway, let's get into the basic meaning of your first card, and then I'll come back and tune into it. So we have compassionate. She's really compassionate and intuitive, deeply connected to her emotions, and a lot of emotional intelligence there. And this card is comfort, and as she's sensitive, she connects with other people and understands their sort of thoughts and feelings. Almost, I've been given the word unspoken. She could walk into a room and look at someone, and she'd probably be able to know what each person is feeling. She has emotional wisdom, and this card's about self-care and harmony. Okay, so let's shuffle some, and then I'll come back and tune into that one. So let's shuffle. Okay, this one popped up. It normally takes me about 5 hours of shuffling. If you watch me on the regular, you'll know. That takes so long. Okay, again, that card popped out. So we're going to go for that one. This one I will shuffle when I feel ready, when I'm good and ready in my own time. We're going to do it a little bit differently. So when I feel like the need to shuffle these, we will shuffle them together and see what comes out. Oh, my feet are a bit chilly today. A bit cold here. I wonder what the weather's like. I bet it's quite nice and sunny where many of you are across the world. They give me the word creature comforts, and I'm kind of laughing a bit because creature comforts is a saying in our country and probably many others, is about things that make you feel comfortable, like a hot cup of cocoa, or wearing the same pair of slippers, or the same cozy dressing gown, or sitting in a cozy corner of the library, things that just make you feel comfortable, and that probably you do on the regular to make you feel good there. But there is also a funny, I don't know if any of you have ever watched it. They're made of plasticine, I don't know how you pronounce that word, like characters, so they're making me think of that as well, and it's quite humorous. I will put a clip of that in there so you know what I'm talking about, but it's quite funny to watch. So I don't know yet, maybe they're just showing me that to reiterate that they're showing me that word, okay? But it did make me feel, it was making me feel quite funny and quite humorous. So I feel that for many of us, we do need a bit of a laugh, and I don't feel that there's been a huge amount of laughter. Maybe we've been a lot in this sensitive energy and thinking about the world and causes and other people. We've not really had time to kind of kick back and self-care, or humor and being happy is part of your self-care, isn't it? And having a good old laugh each day, and being with people that bring us joy, and having things that bring us joy in our life, whether that's a small thing like the cup of cocoa, or a bigger thing, like some of you may be buying a new car, for example, and that's kind of something you love and that brings you joy. Some of you may have an old car that you've had for a long time, but it's nostalgia, and when you drive it, it just memories, and it just, it's all these different things in life that can bring you that sense of comfort. Okay, so whatever that is to you, they're bringing in. If you haven't already got it, maybe you need to increase your daily sense of comfort and happiness and joy here. I'm just going to focus a bit more and see, right, they're showing this woman, she's swaying now. I'm physically seeing her moving, and she's dancing as she holds onto this cup. And again, I'm laughing because often when we go out socially, I don't go out socially, very rarely, but many of us hold on to our cup of whatever it is, juice, wine, whatever, and we kind of cup dance, don't we? We dance with our cup. But I'm just seeing her like enjoying the moment and the atmosphere, and she's kind of losing any worries and letting go, and just it's lifting her energy and her vibrations by just flowing and being in a space of happiness and joy. And like I'm hearing music, so maybe some of you like love music or very musical, and maybe you haven't been practicing that enough, or maybe you don't go out enough, so it would be good for you to go to some social events and sort of get your body moving and losing yourself in time here, although time, they say, does not exist. But that's just what they're showing me here with the cards. Apologies, any noise, my kitty cats are running about like a couple of mentalists today. So the two boys, I think even with animals, boys wrestle. I've had sort of female cats in the past as well, and they were never as boisterous as the boys. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this. And the image is what I'm seeing. And they're putting the flower now. I'm seeing putting the flower in her hair. It's almost like not a hippie, but it's almost like that free energy, letting go and just being at one, and just, maybe for some of you, it could be going to a group where you just let flow and dance in the woods or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a disco. It could be at home. It could be for some of you just movement at home and bringing music and joy back into your life. But again, any format, any creature comfort that gets you into that space of just feeling good, and feeling held by something. Other than, it could be, they're showing me a cuddle, cuddle from family members. It could be from family members or loved ones, and they bring you that comfort. But I think mostly what they're showing you is like the things around us, or the, drinking that, it doesn't have to be big, the cocoa, hot chocolate, or eating that croissant, like little things, taking pleasure in some things in life and kicking back a bit, What else can you give me with this card? Okay, they're telling me to move on, so I'm going to move on. All right, we're going to shuffle. We're going to shuffle, right? They're saying no. I'm seeing the word no. So I'm not going to shuffle. What should we go for next? I'm going to go for this one. Garnet. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. And how beautiful is the garnet? I think I did an angel crystal card reading on garnet. So if you haven't already watched it, I recommend going and having a listen, and that will help with releasing especially energetic toxins from your life. And here I was seeing her in this space of just flow, and her energy lifted and feeling good. So that could be, I'm seeing the word somatic. And I do know a tiny bit about it, but I have been thinking about getting into that myself. But I think even dance, like any movement, it could be Tai Chi, I'm seeing the word. It could be yoga, I'm seeing that word. But dance also is a great way to get your energy moving and flowing through your chakras and releasing sort of energetic toxins from your life. We can hold trauma within our body, so that can help with that definitely with that release here. Let me see, I'm also seeing belly dancing, so some of you may be good at belly dancing. I was thinking about it. It could be street dance. It could be any kind of movement to get that flow. I'm seeing the word flow, and go to get you going as well, and glowing. I'm rhyming every word. I mean, she is just beaming with light, and she's definitely glowing there, isn't she? Okay, let me slow down before my voice cracks. I'm really drawn into the crystals, okay? So that may be part helpful to your healing, as I mentioned in other readings, having a piece of crystal or crystals around you to lift that energy and raise your vibrations as part of this purification, detoxification. Could be diet. I'm seeing fruits and healthy foods that will help with that process, but also a little bit of what you fancy does you good. Maybe some of you have been too restrictive on diets and too strict, so you've gone like the other way. So again, the creature comforts, and just allow yourself to enjoy some of those things. Don't be so hard on yourself. But she just feels so energetic and so light and just so loving. Is like a heart expanding here, bringing love to you all across the globe. I'm just going to focus more. Spirit in the cards, what other messages can you give me with this beautiful, beautiful card? And I'm looking at her face. She does look like Oriental. She does look like Japanese or Chinese. So I know many of you come from sort of Asian countries. So I've been given the word grandma, so maybe some of you do have a grandma in heaven, okay? It'll be like your own angel guide. So they're bringing in lots and lots of love here. That they were just drawing me into that, into this card. But obviously it could be grandma for anyone from any country, okay? But that's just what they was highlighting here in the card. Just going to focus a bit more. Move forward. So maybe some of you are feeling a bit stuck at the moment, and I was getting that in another reading about similar subjects. So yeah, moving forward. And I think they're looking down on you as if to say, they're happy, that you'll be moving forward and the future and all the good things to come. This could be to do with relationships, maybe moving on to better relationships, a better home, a better job. It's all different areas of your life, but the message will remain the same. It's definitely about energy and movement and getting rid of, anything that does not serve you is the words that I'm seeing here. Right, I'm going to shuffle now and see what we get. Woo! That one jumped out. They're jumping out today. They're flying. It's pretty much like the energy that we, coming in and we want. Oh, wow. Just the card jumped out, just like the dolphins, they're jumping in the ocean, in the water, play. May you seek out fun and connection. And that teams perfectly with what I was seeing about being in like a party situation, and she was swaying and kind of losing herself, and among people. And then I was seeing different situations like yoga and other dance forms and all sorts, but definitely with other people was the main theme of what I was seeing. And they are playful dolphins and light. I will look up the spiritual meaning. Well, I definitely think this is like a symbol of happiness to come in your future, whatever that is. And new relationships. I think some of you have felt a bit bogged down by certain relationships. So yeah, and for me personally, it's been something on my goals for this year is to seek out other like-minded people that I can vibe with and have joy with and feel connected to. Okay, so I feel for many of you that will be on the cards and on the horizon, like literally. Yeah, and the energy, and they're such high energy animals, aren't they? I can't believe the card jumped out like that, and then we have the dolphins. It's almost like the dolphins were jumping out and wanting to be seen. And I'm seeing a mermaid here. Okay, beautiful mermaid. And here we have this beautiful Queen of Cups here. I feel like many of you can be male or female, it doesn't matter, but you have this beautiful otherworldly energy about you, okay? It's almost like you've not really let that come out and you to the full, and you've not really been enjoying every facet of your personality, and not really allowing yourself. So it's giving yourself permission. And free with dolphins is so much freedom. Freedom of expression is the words that I'm seeing here. I'm just going to focus a bit more and see if anything else comes through. But that's just such lovely energy. The words, the time is now, the time is right. It's like, go for it now. No more sitting, holding and waiting, whatever that is, whether that is new relationships, new jobs, new connections, new courses, new areas. Get out there and have fun with life. I need to take this advice myself. How beautiful is that? Wow. Okay, let's go into your next card. 6 of Spring. Rescue dog, mixed breed. May you receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. And here this dog is like running again, this freedom and this movement and this happiness. So I'm sorry if some of you have not been feeling much happiness in your life or much joy or much lightness. Okay, so this whole reading is bringing that into your life here. And this card, this beautiful card, did come out in another reading not long ago. And on the same day, I'd been looking at pictures of a rescue dog that I will hopefully, fingers crossed, be taking on as long as he passed the cat test. He won't be here for about 4 or 5 months because he will be coming from another country. But to pull this out again, and our pets and our animals can bring us lots of joy and make us active and raise our energy, because we need to get outside, we need to walk them and take care of them, and they do the funniest things, don't they, that will bring us this laughter. There's like bringing lots of laughter and humor with this reading. So we really want to get you living your best life. Oh, that's the door. Hang on a moment. Sorry about that, folks. That is I might have to cut the gap out. Apologies. That was a delivery of oil. So I have an oil tank to keep the water home and the heating going. So it's an old cottage, so I'd run out. So thankfully that's arrived, so I can have some heat because it's a bit chilly. So yeah, apologies. I might cut that gap down a bit, but it's okay because we've pulled all the cards. So I don't like cutting it between card pulling because I think it looks like you've kind of set it up or something. But we can cut the length of the man knocking at the door because you don't really need that. Maybe for some of you, might be a surprise coming. That was a surprise for me because I wasn't actually expecting the delivery until tomorrow. But anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, so pets around us bringing that joy and that happiness and get that energy going, don't they? And they're full of energy, especially younger dogs. Okay, some of you may be being shown you might have younger children around you or younger siblings, or maybe you're about to adopt a child or you're about to have a child. So it's going to be so much. Oops, pick that glass up. My cat knocked the glass over there. So again, maybe if you've been pregnant for like 9 months, when it's at the end and you're thinking, oh God, I just want to get my energy back, okay, and I'm a bit fed up. So whatever this situation is, they're bringing in this lightness, this brightness, and this happy energy into your reading. Okay, now just give me the words well done. So that could be, important and significant for you. Right, let me turn the other way as I mix these up. What do we got? We've got 2. Oh, the beautiful green heart and the bow, which normally means surprise. We'll take one more. So I'm feeling generous today. Oh, another surprise. And we had 2 surprises. This always makes me think of a surprise. The balloons here, it could also be like an anniversary or a birthday. It's a happy birthday if any of you got a birthday today. And the bow often reminds me of gifts and surprise. So you may be getting a surprise gift, or maybe someone's about to give birth, so it could be a surprise birth or surprise pregnancy or a surprise engagement. There's so many facets this message could go for, but the message, I'm going to say, remains the same. And also the balloons, it reminds me of rising up and lifting that energy, okay? And also celebrations, balloons, birthdays, and we were seeing like fun and a lot of fun coming into your life here, an upliftment, which I think many of you really need. And we had the beautiful green star here, and that reminds me of the heart chakra and opening up your heart, okay? These new people and these new possibilities and this play, bringing more fun into your life, okay? Be the star that you were meant to be. Shine bright, okay? None of this, wallflower stuff. Get out there, live your life, and show everyone who you are. Okay, that is an amazing reading, and I thank Spirit and the cards for these messages today, and I also thank all of you from across the world for joining us here today on this reading, and I feel it was so much love and so much light and so many blessings, and I will see you in your next reading. God bless.